bloody some of you are. We're going to focus on Ildain for a couple minutes. This is going to get kind of heavy. So, hope you guys are ready. Ildain, you watched your echo of your sister yet again be run through by a sword. And every time that you've watched this happen, your mind just flashes back. And it hurts every single time. And as you're laying there, drifting off to sleep, you remember the conversation with your brother, and his words echo that it's a disrespect to your sister's soul to claim that she is anywhere but with Ysmir. And you try to push these thoughts away, but it's easier when you're awake and you can focus on other things. Laying here in the quiet, alone with your thoughts, it's much more difficult. But you're exhausted. It's been a long day. Just about every muscle in your body is hurting. And you find yourself drifting off to sleep. And almost immediately you begin to dream. And the dream begins in a familiar, comforting place from your childhood. It's a lush, verdant valley right at the base of the fire pass outside of Anvil's Hearth. And you hear the laughter of children. And you're standing on a familiar path, and you look up and you see Elaine. But she's 10. And so are you as you run up behind her. And beside you on the path, your sister steps up. She says nothing. She looks just as she did the last time you've seen her. And she smiles and says nothing. And she kind of gestures for you to walk along the path with her. Do you follow?
Oh yeah.
She continues smiling, and the air's filled with the nostalgic scent of wildflowers, and it's almost like you're reliving all these childhood memories. You'll see you and your sister playing tag, run in front of you, and then you're sitting cross-legged, making dandelion lion bracelets, and all these memories. And as you continue to walk, the scenery begins to subtly shift. It's you don't even really notice it at first, but the sky begins to darken, and the ground beneath your feet becomes a bit uneven and treacherous. You don't remember this in the valley. And suddenly the valley morphs into a battlefield. And you recognize this battlefield. It's the same one where it happened. And the air suddenly becomes thick with the smell of iron and smoke. There's sounds of battle echoing in the distance. Formless black shapes of dwarves fighting orcs. And you notice that your sister's demeanor has changed. And she begins to flicker from what you remember your sister looking like into the echo that you summon. There's a flickering between the two. It makes no sense. And the swarms of shadowy figures start to emerge from the mist, the faceless orcs. It's almost like an embodiment of your guilt and your fear. And these orcs begin to encircle you and your sister, moving closer with each step. Ildain, you draw the sword off of your back and you realize it's your sister's sword, but she should have it. She's standing right there, but it's in your hands, and it just becomes heavy, almost unbearably so. And the flickering form of Ildain looks at you and with a somber look begins to step back away from you. And as she does, with each step, she becomes more translucent and stops being your sister and becomes the echo. And the orcs begin to close in, and for the first time you hear Elaine's voice cut through the chaos, but it's not coming from the echo. It's incorporeal. And as she screams out, the orcs stop and they dissipate into mist just as suddenly as they appeared, leaving you and the echo alone, standing over a lump on the ground. Ildain, do you look down?
No.
The echo stares at you, shakes its head. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. I think that was a oh no, it's an 8. Okay, I thought that was a nat 1. It's like, Jesus.
You feel these hands from nowhere, but they feel familiar. They grab you by your face and they draw your eyes down, forcing you to look down at where you see the body of your sister, just as you did that day. And your echo has lost all flickering. It is solidly just a mirror of you. But stepping out and sitting up, the body still laying there is a spectral version of Ildain, glowing radiantly in the light. And she reaches out for your hand.
I'm probably just looking at myself in the mirror and then looking at this different figure. Probably instinctively I want to reach out, but it's kind of hesitant. But I will do it.
As soon as you grab the hand of your sister, the entire scene fades. And you're back in the valley. The echo is gone. But your sister stands before you. And she smiles. You carry a great burden on you, Ildain. It wasn't your fault. It was our duty to do what we did. I'm proud that I did what I did. But I'm gone. And the only thing that you have to gain from not accepting that loss is more pain. The guilt you carry, it's not your fault. You need to let go.
And the reason you're gone.
No. I chose to fight just like you did. Had you fallen that day, would you want me to carry that burden?
No, because you wouldn't have made the same mistake.
You don't know that. You can't know that. I know you like to fancy yourself the smarter one, but We both know that wasn't true.
You stepped in front of a blowmet for me.
As was my duty. I was born first, after all. So as your elder...
Don't start.
You've awoken a great power. One that runs in our family line that nobody's seen for 400 years. But it's not me. And if you feel like letting go of that idea will separate the bonds that we had, you're sorely mistaken. I am always here, right here. And she taps your chest.
Didn't just lose you, I lost a part of myself. It ripped me in two.
I am so proud of you. But what I want is for you to march into the future and stop dwelling in the past. I'm gone. Don't forget me, of course. But don't keep treating that spectral form as me. It's not me. And it never can be. I'm much prettier.
Whatever, it's you. You're me. You're identical.
Yeah, but I'm the prettier one.
Oh my god. Whatever.
I love you.
I love you too, Half-Bite.
Now, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Just let go. And I'll always be there with you. I promise.
You better be, or you're gonna catch hell when I find you.
Can't wait. And she looks up towards the sky. The sun is rising. It's time for you to wake up. And as she says it, your eyes open in the morning. Mordella. You there, Nick?
Yes. Yes, I am.
As you lay down, have you attuned to the ring?
I can only attune to one thing at a time, so I did the wand first, so I have to wait till the next rest to do the ring.
Okay, never mind then. Does anybody need to take a break after that? Because I am crying. I don't know about anybody else.
I'm good.
I am
It was
crying,
awesome,
but I'm
though.
good.
I got some shit for you when we get to Stars and Wishes, bucko.